ICRA TV at the following times.
I'd like to congratulate ICRA TV on their launch. It's wonderful and heartwarming to hear of another Muslim media entity, and I encourage all to watch ICRA TV.
Ask me a question and I'll tell you the truth.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to your viewers of ICRA International. You're watching Ask the Sheikh. I'm your host, Brother Musa San Antonio from Australia, and we are looking at the topic of Al-Ghuraba. Before the break, we had a few questions. Brother Munir from the USA was asking about hanging pictures in the home. This is something which we have answered a few times. Hanging pictures in the home is not allowed. Having statues in the home is not allowed. We know the Prophet, peace be upon him, once he came home and he saw that our mother Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, had hung up a curtain, and on this curtain there were pictures of animals. So he told her to take this down, to cut it into pieces and to use the material for a cushion. So you see that hanging up pictures in the house is not allowed. Anything of living beings, whether it be statues or photos or something like this, or paintings, it's not allowed. And this is one of the causes of angels not entering a home. So to have photos on your computer or in a photo album, this is something different. But hanging them up is what is not allowed. So this should not be done. Brother Sher Khan from Mauritius was asking if he can give a copy of the Quran to a non-Muslim. And if so, should he give them something with Arabic or a translation? In this case, you should give them a translation. First of all, if they speak Arabic, give them an Arabic Quran because it's their language. But if they can't, then just give them a translation, and this will be better. Because we know a translation is not the actual Quran. So even if it ends up being thrown away, it's no big deal. But in the end, if the only Quran that we have is with Arabic, we can say to them, look, I'm going to give you this copy. It has Arabic and the translation. We as Muslims, we respect this. So much so, for example, you'll find many Muslims will make wudu before they touch the Quran. We respect it very much. So you can say to them, you can read it. If you decide later on that you don't want it, then please give it back to me. So you can do this. In the end, it's not haram to give it to them. Allah knows best. But it will be better to give them just a translation. The second question about Islamic banks and how Islamic banks work. This is a topic that we could spend weeks discussing, and it's not my field. I know the basics of Islamic banking, but in the end, it's not my specialty. I can tell you that Islamic banking stays away from riba. How does it do so? There are many different deals. For example, in the loans they do, they will have a system where they invest in buying a house along with you, rather than giving you the money outright and loaning it to you with interest. It's a very, very wide topic. Inshallah, we hope to have Sheikh, inshallah, discussing this in detail in some of our shows in the future. But simply because it's not my field, and because this is such a huge topic, I'm not even going to begin on this. The third question about people taking riba loans to get things in the country, and we know that it's not good. What can we advise them? I advise them to fear Allah. In the end, if you take a riba loan for what? To buy a house, to buy a car, to buy something, are you going to exchange a palace in the hereafter for a house in this world? A house that you have to look after, you have to clean, you're even going to get sick of it. It's not going to bring you eternal happiness. In the end, where is your ambition? Where do you truly want to be? Where do you want to spend eternity? We know that the one who takes riba, who engages in riba, Allah the Almighty tells us, it is as if they have declared war on Allah and His Messenger. On the day of resurrection, it will be said to them, here are some weapons. Take these weapons and fight, because in the world of the life, you declared war against Allah and His Messenger. Do we want to be of those people who are humiliated in this matter? Stay away from riba. It is a major sin. Riba is a major sin. Stay away from it, dear brothers and sisters. In the end, you want to buy a house? Why can't you rent a house for the sake of Allah? Where does Allah say in the Quran, "O you who believe, you must buy a house"? In the end, you'll find that this is not a necessity. If you pay rent money, this money is going to be blessed because you're paying this money to stay away from the haram. But if you take haram money, it's not going to be blessed. Your house is not going to be blessed. the place that you live is not going to be blessed. So don't be surprised if harm touches you because of the fact that you disobeyed your Lord. Sister Amma